What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about, well, the topic of the video is stay weak or become strong. That's the topic of the video. I'll break it down. I'll tell you why exactly I'm making this video for. Let's get into it. So, the reason why I'm making this video, right? Because whether you have to make a decision on, what kind of person, what kind of man you want to become, where you at right now and where you want to be in the future, right? And that in itself is a process, that take time into building yourself into something, or whether you just want to stay the same. That's your choice. You made your choice and you have to live with the consequences that comes with it, right? So first is, staying weak. Staying weak is, not taking care of yourself, not trying to better yourself, not trying to move forward in life, not trying to do nothing with yourself that's gonna, better you in any way. Right? That's you not working out, right? Not eating good, not eating foods that's good for you, that's gonna, keep you in a healthy mental state or in a physical, state as well. Right? Yes, you're not working on yourself, just everything in general. You're just not working on nothing, right? You watch TV all day, you're not learning nothing new, no new information, is entering your mind. You're not collecting no, knowledge, as people say. That's the side that I would say majority of the world is, majority of the population. That's what majority of them are, There's no drive in them. There's no, inspiration. Nothing is inspiring them to become better, right? There's no majority of men lack self-discipline, like majority. Like you would speak to people on a daily basis and, you see by their behaviors and the lifestyle that they live, they have, just no, no self-discipline, zero self-control. And some of them are actually happy about it, happy to be in a place where he has no self-control. It just doesn't make any sense to me, right? But then, but these same people would complain and say how, life is hard and, things are hard, right? And they're getting, treated unfairly. Well, I wouldn't say they're getting treated unfairly, because they don't want to put in no work, right? To be where you want to be, you have to work towards it. So if I sit down on the couch every day after work, right? I watch Netflix, I watch TV all day. I don't do nothing productive. I don't add no substance to my life so I can better myself in any way. How am I expect life to get better for me? It just doesn't make any sense. And they would complain about these things, and you would provide them with a solution, and they would still say, "Oh man, that's not true. I know that wouldn't work." You provide them with a solution, and they would still turn you down. So at this point, I can't feel sorry for this person anymore, because if I provide you with a solution for your problem, and you still doubt in what I'm telling you, well, there's no help I can. There's nothing I can do for you. I cannot help you if you don't want to help yourself. Because if they wanted to help themselves, they would do something about it. They would actually look forward into bettering themselves, right? Instead of complaining all the time. Because a weak man, he always complains about everything. He complains about everything. Every single thing in his life he complains about. But he never tried to change it. Every single thing. There's nothing he'll look and say, tell you what, let me actually do something about this. Let me actually take the time and try to better this part of my life. Or just better my life in general. Like there's nothing in his mind that's telling him, let me better myself. Or it probably is in his mind, but he just scared. Either he's scared or he's weak. He's weak-minded. So he don't want to actually put in the work. He don't want to go for the tough times of putting in the work. Going for the stress. He just don't want to go through it. So he would complain and nag and, tell people about his problems all the time and, just vent. He just vent. That's all he do. Just vent to everybody else about his problems and not try to better himself. Instead of taking accountability for everything that happened in his life, he'd rather blame other people instead of blame himself. And that's a big problem, because when he have kids, what is he gonna teach his kids? He's gonna teach his kids what, to just give up, blame about all their problems to other people, especially his son. What kind of father is he gonna be? That's the question. What kind of father, what kind of man in society, what kind of man in his community is he going to be? Is he good for society? Is he good for his community? Is he good for a woman? Is he good? Is he fit enough to be a father? Like all these small things, like all these things, come along. Because if he not, if he's a weak man in his mind, his environment will be weak. He will let everybody down because nobody can count on him. Because he don't count on his own self. He don't even put the time into his own self. So why should somebody else do it for him, right? Because staying weak is the easy part. Yeah, there's still the a difficult side to it, but it's easier because you don't have to do nothing. You don't have to go through no pain. There's no suffering. There's nothing. There's none of that. So everything is just like, let me just complain and not change it, because that's easy. There's no hard work in that. Complaining to other people is easy, right? The complaining and whining and nagging your wife, nagging your kids, nagging your friends, nagging random people you see about your problems and not changing it, that's easy to do. Everybody can do that, which majority of people doing it. But the next side, where we'll talk about, becoming strong, becoming a masculine man, becoming a good father, becoming a good husband, becoming a good leader, right? All these things are important. Right now, that's the hardest side to it. There's a side where, oh, damn, hold on, I want to give up. I don't want to do this. But you have to. There's a difference. Because staying weak is, it's going to be good, but you won't get no respect. Nobody will look up to you and respect you because you don't respect your own self, right? Because becoming strong is a journey. You have to build yourself into the man you want to become. It takes time. It takes time. So every day you have to keep working on that man you want to become, working towards it, working on being a masculine man. That's what I do. Work on becoming a masculine man. I work out, right? Give people respect, then people give me respect back in return. Even though people don't know me, but they just see, okay, he take care of himself. So tell you what, I respect him for that. Even though they don't know me, even though we might never speak, but there's still a level of respect there for me. Just because I put the time into myself to respect my own self. And something with the guy who's weak, he feel like everybody should just respect him just because he exists, like everybody should just respect him. No, respect is earned, not given. There's a difference. That's why the man who put in work and he's working to become a stronger man, a better person, that's why he get more respect, because he put the time into himself. So when people see him, they'll be like, yes, he respect himself. That's why I respect him, because he actually put in the work to become strong. He actually do, right? And that's the difference. Listen, the more you sit down and complain, things are not gonna get easier. But the more you work towards where you wanna go, things will get easier. Because then your mind is more clear. So you put in so much work, your mind is callous enough to deal with hard times, right? So your mind could go through, a hard time and say, okay, we under pressure, but we could still get it done. Versus you just not building yourself at all, and then you just complaining. Like, to you, things are getting harder and harder. It's more difficulty, so you can deal with a situation. Whereas if you put yourself under the stress, yes, your brain can deal with it, adapt to it quicker, versus if you just give in all the time. Right? So, and the reason why that's important, because we have a lot of things going on in this world, and you don't know what could happen. So if you put yourself under stress and something bad happen, you have an easier chance of actually solving that problem or taking care of whatever it is, because you put yourself under stress on a consistent basis, and that will help you be more successful. And listen, only you can make the choice. Nobody can make the choice for you. When you can sit down with yourself and ask yourself the questions that need to be asked and answered, the choice is yours. Either you stay weak or you become strong. Choose wisely, because it can affect you in the future. And that's the end of the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.